The pretrial period, or the time after a person has been arrested but before their case has gone to trial, is a critical time for intervention. During this time, defendants may be at home or in jail and can be connected with services and supports to improve outcomes, enhance public safety, and deflect people away from further contact with the criminal legal system. But how do defendants perceive their own risks, needs, and strengths, and need for supportive services during the pretrial period? Our study asked the people most impacted, defendants. We surveyed 256 defendants in 10 different jurisdictions in Indiana. Their responses shed light on the obstacles they face and the support services that make a difference. Of the 256 people surveyed, 133, or 52%, are male, and 119, or 46.5%, are female. They range in age from 18 to 62. The majority, 185, or 72.3%, identify as white. 38, or 14.7 respondents, identify as Black or African American, and 33, or 12.9%, identified as multiracial. In exploring the challenges faced during the pretrial period, we asked defendants to rank how challenging each situation would be for a typical person trying to be successful on pretrial release, from not at all challenging to extremely challenging. The results identified the top 5 challenges: not having enough money, not having reliable transportation, not having stable housing, having mental health problems, and not having a phone or communication device. In contrast, we asked defendants to evaluate how helpful each factor would be for a typical person trying to be successful on pretrial release. The top 5 facilitators are having someone to trust, having stable housing, having someone to go to for support, receiving notifications for court hearings, and making enough money. The responses demonstrate that stability, whether it be emotional, physical, or financial, is important to navigating the pretrial process. Significant behavioral needs were identified during the pretrial phase. Over half, or 55.08% of participants, were identified for mental health referrals using the brief jail mental health screen, and 2/3, or 66.41% of participants, were identified as having problematic drug use using the CAGE-AID substance abuse screening tool. These statistics highlight the urgent need for behavioral health interventions. When asked to rate different services that could be of assistance during the pretrial period, defendants put forward a vision for pretrial support that is holistic and addresses the critical nature of financial stability and support. On average, defendants strongly agreed on the importance of providing service referrals, job and housing assistance, court attendance reminders, flexible childcare options during appointments, insurance help, and financial guidance. Accessing essential services that can facilitate stability, treatment, and assistance is fraught with challenges. Financial constraints, time limitations, and a significant lack of childcare options emerge as primary obstacles for respondents, spotlighting the need for solutions that ease access to pretrial services and meet people where they are. The heart of our findings beats strong with the community's call for change. Participants recommended a shift towards transparency and rehabilitation in the criminal legal system, with over 95% favoring treatment over punishment and nearly 90% supporting inclusive decision-making. Additionally, there is a clear preference for completing risk assessments rather than paying bail for pretrial release, with a consensus on the importance of being informed about risk assessment scores. Participants also agree that risk assessments should facilitate connections to services, emphasizing that both individual needs and public safety are crucial in judicial decision-making. This detailed journey of defendants' impressions of Indiana's pretrial system unveils the depth of challenges and the potential for transformative change. With data as our guide, we can identify and address challenges and reinforce the pillars of support to reshape the path to justice for every defendant. This work was conducted by the Early Justice Strategies Lab at George Mason University, with communication support provided by PRA. To dive deeper into our findings, please check out our link below. This research was supported by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation's Pretrial Risk Management Project. The content is solely the responsibility of the authors.